Bring it on. Get ready. Get ready. That's it. I'll carry you. You'll pay for that. Nice try.
I almost had him.
What's the matter? You're not getting over. Where do you think you're going?
Oh. Did not see that coming.
What?
It's standing right, beat my down head.
Right here. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, dang it.
Not going anywhere. Not even close. Try harder. Not yet.
Okay, I'm just fucking up right now.
You're not going anywhere.
Damn!
You're not going anywhere. Everything I've got. Here's a present for you.
Ooh, I like that counter, or that punish.
Going to have to fight me now. I'm done playing games. See you. That's it. Here's a present for you. You're not getting away. No way.
I know you don't.
It's over.
Obstacle alert. Sorry, but I cannot allow myself to be dismantled yet.
Whew. That was getting a little annoying. Mistake this time.
Where do you think you're going? It's over.
That's it.
You're mine. I'm gonna enjoy this. Have it yours. That's good enough. Not going anywhere. No more holding back.
While y'all just standing heavy combination normally, it's great for baiting certain opponents' certain wake-ups at times.
Let's go. What's the matter?
Dang it.
No problem. Try harder. See how you like this.
Shit.
You're not getting away.
Too hard. Man. I wish Android 16's level 3 was a better reversal.
Nature and her creatures.
Android 16.
Like a 0-frame invincible grab.
You made so much noise that the birds flew away. Bring it on!
Get ready. Fight it out.
Get Good enough. Where do you think you're out? It's over.
Oh, what the hell?
This is it. You're not going anywhere. Right here. You're not getting away.
Got you.
See you.
Ready.
Over here.
Got you. I have no other option.
I'm here. Over here.
Oh, I wish that worked.
I'll let you take it from here. And now, would you believe it? Enough! Damn it all!
That DBZ style kung fu.
Stop! Take this! Hey! Yeah! Not even close! See you! See you! What? See you! Hey! You're not getting away!
Haha, right back at you.
Playtime, so Jack! You're not getting away! Oh no! This fight's far from over. Everything! Pathetic work. Here's a present for you.
You put some respect on Broly's name, man. Put some respect on that name.
A monster, you say? No, I am a demon.
You know, Z Broly's like the only actual grappler who I feel like I can actually play as a grappler with. I figured they were gonna leave after a while. But yeah, Broly's like the only grappler I can actually play as a legit grappler. But only because his command grabs, due to his command grabs having armor. Hey, now, Flip, be nice. No need to call them trash. At least they weren't being an asshole or nothing about it, or just had to rage quit or nothing. In the end, they were good. I was just better. I get you. Gogeta's anti-air assist? It doesn't work for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this is weird.
Maximum power!
Oh yeah, stuff like COVID-19 going on, and I heard how a couple of people, I remember one of them was like one of their pro gamers, and another one was like a sponsor for the event, or not a sponsor, but some guy who works at the event. Both were accused of committing sexual acts with a minor, which I'm like, I'm hoping those are false accusations, in which case if they're false, they'll find the people spreading those false accusations and bring them in. If it turns out it's true, well then I say get them out of there. We don't need them kind of people around there. The CEO of Viva, aw man. Like I said, if it turns out those allegations are true, yeah, get rid of them. To hell with them. I don't see whatever. I don't know what it is with pedophiles wanting to go after minors and shit. It's like, I don't see how you could be attracted to a child, to a physically underdeveloped person. Well, physically underdeveloped because of age, obviously. I don't know, there's all kinds of crazy people in the world. Mental illness. Yeah, I guess so. I can't understand what else it would be.
I didn't think you were this.
Oh, they actually reached. No, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was trying to say how Z Broly's the only grappler in this game I could play as an actual grappler with, only because of the armor in his command grab. Sure, it's only one hit of armor, but hey, it's still armor, and it works against just about everything. Well, except for supers, of course. Okay, so it's one thing if it's like maybe one or two people, or if it's like some kind of weird scandal going on, but if it's a bunch of random people with no relation to one another whatsoever, then I feel like there's like a pattern going on. Like, it's bad enough that there's actually people going around doing that kind of sick, disgusting shit. But to me, the fact that there's people who go around making those accusations for whatever stupid reason, that's ridiculous. I know, that's just the weird thing. It's like, with the number of people who specifically are Nintendo competitors, it's like at that point, who do you believe? The people making the accusation knowing that they could be making false claims? Or the people who say they're innocent knowing that they could be lying and they could be actual pedophiles themselves? Like, that's just the creepy thing about it. You don't know who to believe until there's evidence that proves whoever is guilty and whoever's innocent. That's why, to me, I fiercely believe in the innocent until proven guilty thing. Cause like, yeah, if there's no proof that you actually committed the crime, then people can't say you did the crime because there's no proof you did it. But if evidence actually shows and suggests that you did it, then definitely by all means you're guilty.
Time for some payback, sucker!
Oh damn, that's cold.
I'm going to bathe in your blood.
Are you ready?
Hey, that line from Goten against Broly, it makes you wonder, didn't Goten and Trunks fuse against Broly in Broly's second coming?
Pathetic work. Pathetic work. And now it's all been waiting for. Ready for this?
It's over.
Oh, dang it.
It's nothing.
Think again.
Over here.
This is it. No escape.
What's the matter?
Down you go.
Haha, you thought wrong.
Still ready.
No way.
It's over.
Oh no.
Grapplers, man, grapplers. Yeah, if I remember, it was like they had Goten. Excuse me. They had Goten and Trunks in those movies fighting against Broly and Bio Broly, but for whatever reason, they never fused.
Over here. Here goes. It's on now. take it from here. Not even close.
I may be able to offer some help here.
Woo! Wow, level 3 command grab.
Over here! Let's go. This is it. Over here. This level of I'm sorry, but my ability is greater than yours.
Alright, Android 16, the original grappler. Although honestly, there's not really a lot of grappling that goes on in the Dragon Ball series.
Down you go. No escape.
Oh shit.
I saw that coming. Not going anywhere. I'm not gonna hold anything back. I saw that coming. Over here. Here goes. Denied. Gotcha.
I'm over here.
Gotcha. Over here.
I can do this too, you know. I may be able to offer some help.
Yeah, that's gotta suck being like when you, in the actual series you're not as good as the other fighters, and it's only in games that you can stand a chance.
No way.
No escape.
That's enough.
No escape.
What's the matter?
What the heck?
That's nothing. That was nothing.
Dang it! He saw that coming.
Shield. Take that. Oh no.
Here you go!
Here's where the fun begins. Even this one coming. Not even close. Not even close.
Dang it! Dang it! Yeah, shit.
I'll be the one to kill you.
Super! Here it goes! Looks like a meteorite crash landed here. Here you go!
Damn!
Possible.
Should just walked it. I should just ran up to him and tried to go for a command grab.
If you're a legendary Super Saiyan, then I'm an Ultra Super Saiyan. Whoa! That's so awesome! You guys are mega cool when you fuse.
I still think it's cool how
Are you ready?
S. Broly or Super Broly is so damn powerful that once he reaches, like even as a regular Super Saiyan, not even legendary Super Saiyan, he can handle a Super Saiyan fusion of Goku and Vegeta.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Yeah, legendary. It's so powerful. It's never mind.
But I was just in time. Over here! You're going to throw that coming. My turn, huh? Not even close. That all you got? Over here! I'm over here! I'm not gonna hold anything back!
Your plan ends with me.
Gotcha! Not bad! I'll end your back!
Down you go.
Haha! Unblockable reset.
This is it.
I'll be the one to kill you! What? But I was just in time. Over here!
Dang it! Dang it!
That was nothing.
Let's go.
Over here!
Still ready. Still ready. What? No problem.
Hey! Over here!
Got you.
Not that.
This is it. I have no other.
Over here!
Oh, that was a bad idea.
See you! Look, I'm really sorry about what happened to you back then. So, would you mind fighting me again? I could use the extra practice.
Ready?
Out of my way!
No way!
Out of my way! Where do you think you're And now it's all I've been waiting for! See you! Don't toy with me! Saving this one! Hey! Eat this! What's the matter? Right on through!
Whoa! Here you go!
Down you go. It's over.
Get ready! There you go!
Oh, that almost worked.
I'm not gonna hold anything back!
Gotta get rid of Goat Tanks. Dude's getting on my nerves. Where you going?
Over here. Still ready.
Thank you very much.
Down you go.
Oh no, you don't. Damn.
I'm not sure. I may be able to offer some help. Useless. What? Useless. Over here. Take it. No problem. That all you got? Look at it.
Ah. Why couldn't Android 16 have armor on his grabs? This is bullshit, man.
All right, it's my turn. Not going anywhere. Hey, Wolfbang! What in the? Here's a present for you.
Wow, that teamwork.
But I was just in time.
Over here. Here goes.
Ah. Our defense is severely lagging.
My turn. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, no.
Wolfbang fist.
I can do this.
Wolfbang fist. Keep trying.
Oh!
The teachings of the Turtle Hermit School are still etched in my muscles. You can't compete. Ready?
Oh, what the hell? What? Well, this is gonna cost me.
Your plans end with me.
Here you go, yo!
Think again. Think again.
No way!
Still ready.
You got this. Over here.
No problem. I'm still ready.
Take that. You're not getting away. Hey, over here.
Try harder. Got you.
After this, I'm gonna switch to the different channel.
Hey, hey, dang it. Hey, over here. It's on now. Hey, I'll show you.
Yes, slash it to death.
No more
The
holding back.
claws of the wolf.
Yeah, that was nothing. Bang fist.
Oh shit!
Saw that coming. Take that.
Man, Gohan's downright is the stuff of legends in this
Going
game.
anywhere.
Man, if I don't hurry, I'm gonna be late for the conference. You guys are unbelievably strong when you fuse, but I can't keep relying on you. I have to train more and get stronger on my...
Man, Gohan's power and strength overall is very inconsistent.
It's time to face your opponent.
But then again, you can say that for a lot of characters, because not a lot of characters spend as much time and effort training so much as Goku and Vegeta do. Then you have someone like Beerus who doesn't even need to train. That was all so damn improvised. I did not even know what I was doing until it was too late. Yeah, it makes me wonder, how is it possible for someone who's only a half-breed to ever become as strong as someone who's a full-breed? Like, I understand it's a matter of genetics as well, like who the parent is. But, I don't know, if we're talking like power alone, Goku's pure Saiyan, Gohan's half Saiyan, and there's only a level of power humans can reach compared to Saiyans. So I don't see how being half Saiyan, half human could allow Gohan to become somehow more powerful than his dad, if they both spent the same amount of years training or whatever. That literally makes no sense whatsoever. That's just like how I have a hard time understanding how exactly someone like Kratos, who's half god. Whoa, 4:15. Time for dinner. I'm gonna go and hurry up and get me some food before they close up the cafeteria. First, I'm gonna do one quick combo. Also, I should change up my team. Excuse me. I'll go to... No, I'll keep doing ranked match. Hey, let me change my team first, motherfucker. Screw it. They're gonna close the cafeteria at any moment, and I gotta get me something to eat. I'll be back. Give me about... Take 5. Hey, let me leave a damn comment. Let's see here. corn dogs and tater tots. This is lunch, not dinner. Now all I gotta say is Ultra Instinct Goku is just awesome as all hell. His versatility, his combos. You know, a lot of people were expecting Goku to be like, a lot of people were expecting Ultra Instinct Goku to be like a very defensive, counter-oriented character, kind of like how Jiren is. The way I see it, not really.
I can't give in now. Everyone's counting on me.
Shut up, Flip.
Show some respect for nature.
You know, Flip, I feel like you purposely say a lot of things knowing that that's the response you're gonna get.
Now, I have new, unbelievable power!
You know,
Let the show.
no one, and I mean no one, hurts my friends.
If I were to give it a year, that suits your sensitivity. A smart.
Perhaps you will be able to assist me in my work.
Select state. Land of the Kai.
Ah, it feels like it doesn't really take much, does it? You know, I was really looking forward to Android 17 to become a playable character at some point, and I'm glad he did. It's just that it sucks how, compared to a lot of other characters, the range on his normals is very low. And this right here, where he, it's sort of like wall jump he has, I don't know, I feel like he could, I don't think he really needs it that badly. I know he's supposed to be a high-low mix-up character. What else in this game could be considered high-low mix-up style characters? I'm pretty sure Hit is, if I remember, just not that fast. Yamcha, not really. Yamcha is definitely a heavy rushdown character, but not what I would call like a high-low oriented character.
Power grip. Let's go over here. Try this. Super Power grip. Let's go over here. Try this. Let's go. Handle this. You're wide open.
Useless.
Let's go over here. Handle this. You're wide open.
Foolish.
Handle this. Let's go over here. You're wide open.
Useless.
Let's go. Let's go over here. Handle this. Over here. You're wide open.
Foolish.
Handle this. Over here. Let's go over here. You're wide open.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Let's go over here. You're wide open.
Don't allow to.
Let's go over here. Take this. You're wide open. Handle this. Handle this. Handle this. Let's go. Let's go.
Don't allow to.
Let's go. Let's go. Take this. You're wide open.
Don't allow
Let's go. Almost had it. Let's go. Over here. You're wide. Almost had it.
Useless.
Let's go. Let's go. Over here. Almost had it. Let's go. Over here. Almost had it. Huh.
Which is interesting because they have combos specifically for people wanting to mash the button.
Here comes a mighty warrior.
Man, I'll just juice some soda. I need to drink some more water. Ooh.
This should be a great fight.
You know what's weird? I honestly do not like Kefla at all as a character. But, at the same time, she is pretty fun to play in this game. Like, Kale and Khalifa's design, they're not that bad. Kefla's design, also not that bad. It's just their personality I can't stand.
Wanna switch out? Take this. Take this.
Oh, come on!
Take this.
Okay, Broly?
Take this.
Trying to block.
Right here.
Oh, that's some bull.
Trying to block. You're not going anywhere. This is it.
Transparent.
What the hell? I thought I was blocking.
Watch your back. Can't work with this many witnesses. I'll put you out of your misery.
You just get some damage in at least. What the hell?
This is my target.
It's like that move just decided not to connect as it's supposed to. I hate when that happens.
Gotta be kidding me!
Payback time. Let's go. This is my target. All my power.
This is a slaughter. At least I took out Kefla.
Kill. Here's a present for you.
I don't think you could get that big even with steroids.
I will terminate my target. Take this. I'll put you out of your misery.
Oh man, that comeback!
You're finished. Trash will always be trash.
Like seriously, if Hit had blocked my my charge, I still would have lost that. I'm saving that. Oh man, come on, dude.
Brace yourself for the coming battle.
Insolence! Insolence!
Yeah, wish I could remember the combo I did at one point.
Here comes a mighty warrior. It's time to face your opponent.
Didn't I just fight this guy? I'm pretty sure I just fought this dude, but he had Kefla on the team. Probably decided to switch out with Ultra Instinct Goku, see how that goes. I don't like that. You should definitely do that. Trademark that.
Surrender. You have no chance of beating me.
The ultimate drink for grapplers.
Are you ready?
Come here. That's what I want to see.
I don't really know much about nutrient science. I just figured you just take a whole bunch of vegetables and fruit and mix it together. Ah, shit! Ah, shit!
Watch your back. Come here.
My turn! Right here!
Give me your best.
Try this! It's time to
Gogeta? I thought it was Gogeta. Oh, it is Gogeta. Just, oh, never mind. The colors threw me off. Fuck. Goodbye, Broly. Get lurked.
do this for everyone. You done yet? Right here. You don't know when to get up. You see where this is going? Choke on this.
I'm gonna start using that.
You don't know when to give up. What the hell? I'm ending this now. Come on, try harder. You're not going anywhere. It's time to end
What's
this.
wrong? Want to switch out?
What the hell? I'll try to use my counter super.
Come here.
What the hell? Yes! Woo! And it connects it to Broly's super.
It's time to end this. My turn. Try this. You're not going anywhere. That's enough. Try this. You're not going anywhere.
When you switch back in another character thinking you're gonna kill them, only for them to kill you.
Watch your back. Come here. What? Try to block this. Where do you think you're going? Forward. Where do you think you're going?
freaking die already. Yeah, tell that like someone's playing the game and they're complaining about how they ain't never played before and they demand that you go easy on them. You be all like, oh, no, you gonna learn today, boy. Tell them, get lurked. I'm gonna use that. Oh shit, that's connected. Cause you know, the number of times I've encountered people like that in Injustice. But yeah, there's so many kids I encounter like that where they're like, oh come on man, you have to go easy on me. I'm new to this game. Like, that ain't my fault.
That's the best I can do.
And then beat them and be all like, yeah, get lurked, boy.
Yo, Hit. Hope you know I'm eventually gonna have that rematch with you.
Yeah, I think it's kind of messed up that Goku would say that. I think it's messed up Goku would say that about getting a rematch. Oh, look at this dude! Alright, motherfucker. I mean, I tried to be nice, but you want to be like that? Let's do this. Use my double jump. I did not know bro could do that. That was awesome.
Come on, try harder.
Are you regretting your life choices now?
It's time to win. Come on, try harder. I felt that one. That's enough. It's time to win. Got this. Good enough. Right here. You're not going anywhere. Right here. You're gonna pay.
Yeah, you know, tutorials of some sort, or you know, practicing. Like actually taking the time to play the game, figure out how certain characters' combos work.
All my power. Get ready. Well, I didn't feel that. Yeah, get ready. Try. I'll let you win this time. Show me your presence. My power is rising. It's overflowing. Surrender.
It's all or nothing. Fight it out.
Try to block this. Watch it bad. Here goes. Try to block this. Take this.
This really makes it possible to get very creative with his special moves. Or with his combos as well.
What? Transparent.
You done yet? You don't know when to give up. Try this. Try this. I'm here. Get ready. That's it.
Oh shit.
What the hell is that?
You're not going anywhere. Right here, we're gonna pay.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Right here. You're not going anywhere. You're gonna pay. Right here. I'll be the one to kill you. Get ready. All my power.
Thought that was gonna work, huh?
Get out of here. You don't know when to give up. Get out of here. What? Think you can keep up? Get out of here. You see where this is going? Get out of here. Choke on this. Get out of here. You see where this is going? Get out of here. Come here. What? Here goes.
I forgot that's a full screen command grab.
You're off the face of the planet. You got me! What? I felt that one!
Why does that not surprise me? Like, they would have the nerve to span a whole bunch of emotes talking about I win over and over again, even though they barely won, and yet somehow when I do it back, they can't take it. Like, they probably knew, no doubt, I was gonna do it again. Like, no man, don't go taunting someone like that if you're not able to take it back. All the more reason why I don't be talking shit whenever I win. I think I remember how it goes.
You ready? Time to die! Try to clear! Shot you! Time to die!
Excellent!
Try to be ready!
Not too soon.
You ready?
That's gotta be like a meme at this point. Like, not just among Dragon Ball fans, but just an internet meme overall. You know, if I remember, I think I made that joke once, and someone got irritated with me making that joke because they basically heard it from a whole bunch of other people as well.
You ready? Try to get ready. Shot you! Time to die!
You know, I still remember the way I used to play when I first started playing this against. What was this? It was back in college, so I think it was like around 26. Yeah, 26. Wait, when did Dragon Ball FighterZ come out? I think it was 2017. Well, anyways, it was sometime while in college, and if I remember, yeah, this was short. This was like sometime, not too long before Jiren came out. And if I remember, this was when yeah, definitely before Jiren came out, because by the time I got the game, it was before Gogeta Blue and S Broly were announced, or not announced, but before they were released for the game. If I remember, I think out of all the characters from the from season 2 of DLC, I think yeah, Super Broly was the last character to be released for season 2. That is so true. I'm trying to remember, who were the characters I played the most? Because this is definitely sometime after.
My power is rising. It's overflowing.
So it was this dude. I think Vegeta I also played.
Don't underestimate.
I definitely remember playing Piccolo. So yeah, when one of my friends got the game and we played it, the characters I played the most were Android 16, Broly, Jiren, Piccolo, Frieza, Cell, and let's see. Oh, and Super Saiyan Vegeta.
My power level is 500.
Select your fighter.
Listen.
Select stage. Land of the Kai. The outcome of this fight is anybody's guess.
Huh, a notification from YouTube. Digimon. Oh yeah, I just remembered I read about that. How they rebooted Digimon officially, but they rebooted it all the way. They rebooted. Wow, that's such a weird word to say over and over again. They rebooted Digimon all the way back to the original series, Digimon Adventure. And it's like, as far as reboots go, it looks like they barely changed the characters' designs. Which is like, as far as reboots go, it doesn't really bother me. I guess the reason why it just confuses me is because I'm just not used to that. I'm used to where in reboots, characters are often redesigned in a way that's it can either go one of two ways. Their design is changed to the point where they look almost nothing like their original counterpart, or they look similar, you can definitely tell the difference. Something to that extent. But after I saw the way a lot of characters were designed for the reboot, a lot of them, including the Digimon, almost look exactly the same. So it makes me wonder how this reboot's gonna go. DMC 3.
Over here. Here goes. Take this. Give me your best.
All right.
That was lucky.
You're not going anywhere.
Can't work with this many witnesses.
Oh, the range on X Broly's lights. Man! I touched the range with the hit stun.
You're not going anywhere. Now the one to kill you.
Have some respect for your originals. The amount of hatred that I saw Broly was getting from a lot of people.
Will terminate my target.
I don't know why so many people hated him. Sure, his reason for wanting to kill Goku is a little lame, but honestly, a lot of characters' motivations and reasons for wanting to do whatever is not exactly a it's not like a lot of characters have origins or motivations that's gonna win them an Emmy for best motivation ever.
Here comes it.
Ah, shit!
What the hell was that?
Haha! Surprise punch!
For everyone. You're not going anywhere. What? You're not going anywhere.
I didn't feel that.
Yeah, I love how I just love how straight up evil and psychotic the original Broly is.
What the hell was this?
But it's like, unlike most characters who are psychotic and evil, OG Broly, he knows and fully acknowledges just how crazy and evil he is.
Right here.
Where he's like, of course I'm psychotic and evil, and I love it. Come on, bitch!
Try to calm down, Broly.
I remember how in Dragon Ball Super Broly, when Goku was charging up, like when Goku was fighting Broly, and he immediately charged up from base form to Super Saiyan Blue, it definitely looked like he was about to go Ultra Instinct for a moment. And a lot of people were thinking that's what was going to happen. It's just like, nope, it's just regular Super Saiyan Blue.
Give me your best. Transparent.
You're not going anywhere. to kill it! What the hell was this guy's What the hell? I didn't feel that. Team.
I don't know why I do that.
You're mine. This fight's far from over. Right here. They're not going anywhere. Oh my power.
Dang it.
They're not going anywhere. I'll be the one to kill you. As bad as this guy's tough. Got you now. What?
So what sucks about characters like Z Broly is how a lot of them are remembered for how insanely powerful they are, especially compared to other characters at the time. But over time, it gets to the point where people love it for that reason, but then it gets to the point where people hate that character for that reason. They do Jiren. Like a lot of people say that Jiren's OP for no good reason, and because of how terrible his backstory is. That I don't know. It's like for people.
Yo, hit. Hope you know I'm eventually gonna.
I don't know.
have that
The issues
rematch
that
with you.
people like Z Broly, Jiren, and Superman face. It's like their issues that they're insanely powerful, and yet people hate them for that, saying that they're OP as hell. And yet, when you think about it, characters like Goku can be easily considered OP just as well. I just don't get this dynamic of it's okay for one character to be OP as all heck, but it's not okay for this character. And a lot of people often be all like, oh well, this character is funny, or this character is OP because of this and that. And I'm like, who cares? That doesn't change anything. It doesn't take away the fact that the character is still OP. So if it's not okay for characters to be OP or overpowered as all hell for whatever reason, then it just shouldn't be okay. Like if you want to hate Superman for being overpowered, then why not hate Saitama for being overpowered? Or Goku? And Vegeta as well.
Try to block this.
Hell, just about almost all the main supporting characters are beyond regular superhuman. Yeah, people keep saying how Superman's invulnerable, can't be beaten. It's like, Superman's being beaten. He's weak to kryptonite. Woo! My goodness, Broly, why didn't you fucking switch? I was holding down the damn button.
Broly, let's do this. You're not going anywhere. Right here.
Ah! Really getting fucking annoying. Okay, what the hell? I'm blocking! Oh, that was some bullshit on some major levels. Dude, seriously, the amount of matches I have won, how the hell am I not close to ranking up? My apologies. Fuck you.
Ready? Let's go!
Try to block this. Try to block this. Here goes. Here goes. Come here. That was lucky.
You're not going anywhere.
That was lucky. Watch your back. Take this. Here goes. Try to block this. Here goes. Watch your back.
All my power.
I don't know why I did the anti-air version.
That was lucky. Transparent.
Yeah, a lot of characters like Superman, in addition to being weak to kryptonite, and is highly susceptible to magic. Not to mention, now that he has a son, in addition to his wife as well, he has to be careful. Like any villain who's aware of Superman's wife and son would have to be very careful. No, Superman himself has to be very careful, because any of his enemies could try to use his family against him. It's like, I remember at one point in comics, Superman, for whatever dumbass reason, decided, oh, I'm gonna reveal my secret identity to the world. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere.
Yes! Haha, take that. Aww. Yeah, that was a good game. Huh, damn.
This should be a great fight.
I was even more determined that time. That's just because of how mad I was, both at myself and at the game, for for the match prior, where I felt like I was just robbed that time. Of course, I wasn't mad at that guy. Like I said, it was the game and myself. Like the saying goes, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Show me more. Not good enough. Show me more. Not good enough. Out of my way. Useless! Stay out of my way. Stay out of my way.
Oh, so instead of one, now he fires two.
Wide open. Wide open.
Oh, that is cool. I like that. That is an awesome assist. But what is the work at?
Where you think you're going? Foolish.
So, yeah. Full screen, it has potential.
Where you think you're going?
Useless!
Wide open. Where you think you're going?
Oh, yes. I officially am liking that assist by Piccolo.
Where do you think you're going?
Useless! Insolence! Don't laugh too soon.
You know, I can't remember the last time I got this many matches consistently. Because I remember before, when it would take so long to find a match, and it would be like, what, maybe an hour? Sometimes almost 2 hours of me just waiting for a match. And then even if I actually get one, suddenly it declines me for some reason. What the hell? Is that a JoJo reference, Flip? Dude, there's a lot of these new action figures that I've, or not new, they've been out for a while, but a lot of these action figures that I've got recently, yeah, definitely, I don't know why, but I like the colors on this costume for Vegeta. But yeah, definitely, I should just give me a video of just me showing them and talking about them, because I don't have like a camera stand or anything that I can use to like hold my camera or hold my phone to record and pose the figures at the same time. That's it.
Be gone! Be gone!
Eat this instantly.
Hey, stop that!
Like that? I'm not through with you yet.
Leave this to me!
Oh no, you don't. Oh! Thought I had enough time to vanish. Standing on the meter.
Like you? Amazing! Like I was just in time. Not going anywhere. What's the matter?
He's only been through the fighters. Ah! Dang it.
I owe you one.
Eat this instantly.
wide open! Leave this to me! Get ready!
Going to have to fight me now.
Man, imagine if Broly's
You're not getting away!
Protocircle 4 medium and heavy layers express. Imagine that could work on Super. It would be even more overpowered than it already is.
You're not getting away! All my power!
You know, I imagine that in Hulk's voice, specifically Hulk from the, I think what was it? It was 2003 it came out?
You're not getting away!
Yeah, the 2003 Hulk film. When let's see, Hulk was flying on a jet. No, not flying on a jet. He was riding on the back of a jet that flew into outer space.
You really are incredible, Vegeta.
And
Nothing
as
gets by you.
Hulk started falling, he was dreaming where Banner was like in his bathroom, only to get grabbed by the Hulk, and the Hulk goes puny human. And Hulk says puny human. And I just imagine like when you type puny Krillin, that was awesome. Are you sure you weren't trying to reference? Are you sure you weren't trying to reference or mean MCU Hulk?
You're wide open! Hey, Broly. You're not going anywhere. You're wide open!
This isn't good.
Ah, man.
Here goes! Take that! You're not going anywhere. You're not getting away.
Look at Goku's counter super only works on melee attacks. Doesn't work on beams like Cooler. Hell, Cooler's level 3 when done on the ground, being a counter and all, it's the ultimate counter.
You're not getting away. No way.
Because it literally counters everything. Supers from level 1s to level 3s. Level 1s to level 3s. Grabs. Vanishes. Beams. Man. No, that's funny. Like when Hulk does it and calls Loki's puny god, it's funny. But when you see the way Broly does it to Goku in the movie, it's yeah, you just can't help but feel bad for Goku. Like, you know that shit hurts. Like it's amazing that none of Goku's bones were broken in the slightest from that. And I'm thinking to myself, somebody help that poor fool.
Going to have to fight me now.
What the fuck?
Make this count, Gohan. Right here. What's the matter?
No, please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Ah! 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 Oh! Oh yes! I wanted his level 3, but that works.
This here's the power of Ultra Instinct.
Now I'm pretty sure Goku's bones
You don't
can
have
be
what
broken.
It takes to beat me.
Only problem is there's no one strong enough to do it. Well, except for the gods and angels. Like I'm pretty sure Kai's can. Like a Kai powerful enough can break Goku's bones. But definitely a god of destruction and an angel could definitely break Goku's bones. Because definitely, even with Ultra Instinct, Goku is still no match for an angel. Oh, thanks. Because let's see, with Ultra Instinct, Goku surpasses a god of destruction, which makes sense. Let's see, so how does it go? Jiren, so before getting Ultra Instinct, Goku was fighting Jiren, and Jiren himself has been said by others like Whis to not only be stronger than his god of destruction, but all the gods of destruction. Like Jiren is that one person a god of destruction's power can't beat. If Goku gains power that allows him to match Jiren or even overpower him with Ultra Instinct, then clearly that makes him more powerful than a god of destruction, because Jiren himself is more powerful than a god of destruction. But once Jiren attained his full power and managed to break through all of his own limits, then at that point Goku and Jiren were finally equal. I remember one dude told me how when Jiren went full power, once Goku gained the complete Ultra Instinct, that Jiren landed no hits whatsoever. Which I'm like, no, that's not true, because sure, that's how it went when Jiren was still at his like base level of power, but once he went full power, or yeah, Limit Breaker. Let's see, some people just call it full power, others call it Limit Breaker, others call it Burning Warrior, whatever. But yeah, once Jiren broke his limits and gained all that power, then not only was he and Goku fighting evenly, but Jiren was actually shown more times overpowering Goku than the other way around. The only reason why Goku managed to overpower Jiren and beat him was, one, when Krillin was encouraging Goku to get back up and fight, and then when Jiren had the nerve to try to kill Goku's friends, and that really set Goku off. So really, it was more of a mindset that Goku had that gave him an edge over Jiren. Gonna be the first time I ever played Krillin online. So yeah, I think if it wasn't for someone like Krillin trying to encourage Goku the way he did, and if it wasn't for Jiren trying to kill Goku's friends and thus pissing off Goku very badly, I honestly think Jiren would have won that between just those two alone. And then Frieza and Android 17 definitely would have been screwed. Because towards the end of the battle, towards the end of the battle, it took Android 17 distracting Jiren while Goku and Frieza fought him head on to ultimately defeat Jiren. Even at the same time, all three of them were freaking exhausted as all heck. Like, Goku was so exhausted, he couldn't even maintain Super Saiyan 1. Let's see. I don't know if I'm good enough to be in a tournament now. Because there's guys in those tournaments who be doing all kinds of combos that I can only dream of. I don't know. When it comes to Dragon Ball FighterZ, I really tend to, I rely a lot on I don't know if I want to say I rely on fundamentals a lot, but definitely I rely a lot on the basics. Which obviously by now has shown that it's helped me, considering the fact that I'm a freaking Supreme Kai rank. The strongest gun of destruction? You know, I bet you if I asked that question, a lot of people in general will probably just go and say Beerus. But then again, Beerus does have plenty to show for his power as a destroyer god. But if we're going by what the characters say as far as the lore itself, a lot of the characters have said that Jiren's god of destruction, Belmod, saying that Belmod himself is stronger than Beerus. Yeah, that is true. It's like basics is where you start. It builds the foundation for whatever you learn and whatever you do later on. You know, I really should get into a video. I think I already talked about that. Where... Oh, come on! See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It finally finds me a match, only for it to turn me away and saying that my desired conditions don't match that of the person who wants to play against me. Which is like, then why did you try to set me up against that person to fight? But, anyways, right? Yeah, cause it's hard for me to imagine Beerus not being amongst the most powerful of the destroyer gods. So honestly, I would say that definitely, with Belmod being the strongest, Beerus is definitely. I feel like Beerus definitely has to be second. It makes me wonder, considering how powerful and how good of a fighter Beerus is, it makes me wonder how good of a fighter would Champa be if he wasn't so overweight. Because his angel, can't remember her name. But yeah, Champa's angel, she keeps reminding him of his weight problem, and that being the reason for him not being as powerful or as good of a fighter. Oh sweet, another color for S Broly. I hate that this forces you to get stuff at random. Which makes no damn sense. I'd rather if I be able to get everything completely, like, just let me choose the stuff I want to buy. That's kind of like with Street Fighter V with the fortune tickets. How when you try to get stuff with the fortune tickets, it's all randomized. There's even certain costumes or costume pieces that you can only get through fortune tickets. They don't give you any other option. I'm like, who's the dumbass who came up with that idea? It's like, either make it DLC for us to buy, or don't make it randomized. I hate that. Hey, look at this guy right here, this Beerus character. BLM. Oh, hey, look at this Ultra Instinct Goku Vegito hybrid. Cool hairstyle. Man, I was so damn happy when Goku finally eliminated Khalifa and Kale from the damn tournament. It's like, I don't know why. It's like I've seen a lot of characters who display overwhelming arrogance and overconfidence, which is exactly what Khalifa does. And yet for some reason, like Khalifa, or when they become Kale, or not Kale, Kefla. Just every time they were on screen, every time any of those characters spoke, be it as a fusion or as individuals, it just really irritated the hell out of me. Surprise mechanics? Man, fuck that surprise mechanics bullshit. I mean, considering the amount of effort we gotta go to get fortune tickets to Street Fighter V anyway. You know, I don't want to go and say that the whole thing behind the female Saiyans, at least those two, I don't want to go out and say that it was all feminist propaganda bullshit. Cause last time I checked, Akira Toriyama, when it comes to themes of stuff like feminism or strong, independent female characters, last time I checked, he doesn't really care for all that shit. Hell, if anything, a lot of characters he makes is mainly for the benefit of giving Goku powerful opponents to fight. It's just a matter of if, and truly if, those characters, if they have any significance to the story that they need to be kept afterwards. Characters like Vegeta and... yeah, definitely characters like Vegeta. Because originally there was Piccolo. From King Piccolo to Piccolo Jr. Because if I remember, yeah, Piccolo was Goku. Piccolo Jr., as he was known in Dragon Ball, was definitely Goku's most powerful enemy. Seeing how he was the final opponent for Goku to fight at the end of Dragon Ball. But then in Dragon Ball Z comes Vegeta, who was Goku's most powerful opponent towards the end of, at least towards the end of the Saiyan saga. Until finally, basically all that to prepare him for when he finally faces Frieza after going Super Saiyan. And I still remember when you flipped, I think it was, it was from you, Flip, that I found out, because you were the first one to tell me how that's where the Saiyan saga, or the whole Dragon Ball franchise was supposed to end, was Goku's fight with Frieza. Sheesh, all these extra colors I unlocked for these characters. You know, people who, like, certain characters breaking certain stereotypes and stuff, it's like, it's cool and all. It's just that certain things, like feminism or female protagonists, it's one thing if you do it just because it's cool, or if you make that character cool and likable. But if you're just putting it in there to be so forced, where suddenly that female is able to beat even the strongest man, and making all the male characters look like complete jokes, then definitely you're definitely fucking up, like, a lot. Oh, dude, that would suck. That would totally suck. Like, you literally get hit with a chunk of money, and you end up dying from that, even though that chunk of money was actually all for you. Oh my goodness, why does it take you so freaking long to get me a casual match? Why does it take so long to get casual matches? What, is like today the day where everyone chooses to do ranked matches instead of casual? And How many ranked matches do I have to do to finally rank up? It feels like in all the fighting games that I've been playing recently, from Tekken 7 to Dragon Ball FighterZ to Street Fighter 5, it's like the ranks that I'm at currently with any character or with any game, they won't let me go any higher than that rank. I'm still in the fucking Bronze League in Street Fighter 5. I have yet to make it to the Silver League. Despite the number of ranked matches I have won. Seriously, I've won so many ranked matches in Street Fighter 5, and yet somehow I'm still fucking stuck at Ultra Bronze. And that's the most ridiculous thing about a lot of these games. You can win a whole bunch of matches in a row, maybe even 20 matches in ranked in a row, and you never rank up. And yet, all it takes is maybe one or just two losses, and suddenly you go down a rank. Like, what kind of sense, what kind of logic does that make? Why do developers do that? It's easy to lose a rank just from one match alone, but it's very hard to go up a rank despite winning like maybe 10 or 20 matches in a row even. Don't care about rank because they don't really display rank. Like, I don't know, I guess if I remember, I have to go out of my way to find it somewhere in the options or in a specific menu, but it doesn't like display my rank with any character or my overall rank while playing the game. And somehow that just makes playing games like Injustice or Mortal Kombat much easier for me. Like, I don't have to worry about trying to achieve any kind of rank or anything. An aircraft carrier made of money. Oh yeah. The only real issues I've had throughout Dragon Ball Super was, one, how much they keep making Goku into a fucking idiot, while at the same time when they introduced Kale and Khalifa, man, that still just really pisses me off. And I don't know what it is about those two characters. It's like, it's definitely no feminist bullshit going on there. But, and I don't know why, but somehow their arrogance and their overconfidence, it really irritated the hell out of me seeing how, I didn't know I had the volume on my phone up.
Select your fighter.
I don't know, it's like, there's characters who have a certain level of naivety, but then you just have Goku,
You have a special technique, do you not?
who's so
Try it on me.
stupid,
Okay.
sometimes I can't help but wonder,
Just hurry it up, dummy.
it's like, I know there's the fact that he hit his head from a fall when he was a little kid, but, oh man, like, he's just saying, even, if I remember, even as a child, even as a baby, a Saiyan like him should be able to endure that kind of fall. Yeah, they did. They lost very badly. Like I said, I was so glad of that. I think maybe what it was just their overall overconfidence and extreme arrogance they were showing. Like, they seriously both, like, Kale, she was just, to me, Kale was just a Mary Sue. Cause seriously, in her base form, she's basically useless. Like, Kale, even for a Saiyan, Kale is the most useless character ever in her base form. Like, even Yamcha has a lot more precedence. Anyways, he's a much better character than her. It's only when she goes Legendary Super Saiyan or Berserk
I will fight.
that she has any sort of relevance whatsoever.
There's no need for a warm-up here.
It's all or nothing.
So, what's this? Yeah, it's a Kale being a Mary Sue. And Oh shit.
I'm not impressed. This is the end.
You've done it now. Check this out. It's over. Burning.
Dang, I just lost the fucking gym. Let's see. And what was it? What was that presence? Yeah, Yamcha has a much better, stronger presence overall. Then again, he has been around since the original Dragon Ball. Saying appropriate? I guess it is. I know, like Saiyans are definitely known for their aggressive behavior and their lust for battle, but at the same time, when it comes to arrogance, at least Vegeta, like even by the time of Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta's not as arrogant as he was back in the Saiyan saga, or even during most of the Frieza saga, back when he was actually a villain. Well, let's see. He was definitely pure. He was a pure villain in the Saiyan saga, and was something of an anti-hero in the Frieza saga. But at the very least, at least he actually earned it. Like when it comes to Kefla, all that arrogance and overconfidence was definitely from Khalifa, because Kale has had no confidence whatsoever of her own, outside of in her Berserker form. And so unlike any of those two, Vegeta at least earned his right to brag. Because Goku had to keep going Kaioken. Like, if he didn't go Kaioken, he would not have been able to originally overpower Vegeta, especially during their beam struggle. A young Vegeta type in Japanese. Yeah, I'd have to see for myself if they're any different in Japanese. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised. But anyways, yeah, it's mostly just the fact that to me, they're just Mary Sue's. And Mary Sue type characters, be it male or female, are just very annoying. What else? What else about them do I not like? Well, yeah, compared to, Vegeta, like I said, in the Saiyan saga, and during the Frieza saga, yeah, he was arrogant and quite overconfident. But, like I said, he actually earned it. Like Goku, if Goku didn't have Kaioken, he no doubt would have lost to Vegeta during the beam struggle, or even prior to that. And then, Vegeta held up his own pretty well against others like Raccoon during the Frieza saga. Which, if Vegeta had time to spend it, if Vegeta had time to train while on his way to planet Namek where Frieza was, he probably could have beaten Raccoon on his own. Because that's what Goku was doing when Goku was traveling from Earth to Namek. He was spending his time on that spaceship he was in training, whereas Vegeta wasn't. Like, Vegeta was just in such a hurry. Once he was fully healed wherever he was, he just made a straight run for planet Namek. Didn't even bother putting much training. Novice writing. Yeah, unfortunately. It's weird. Like in terms of design and even fighting styles, Kefla and Kale, Kefla, whether it's like her as a fusion, or when it comes to Khalifa and Kale separately. And like I said, Kale, when she becomes Berserker, or Super Saiyan Berserk, which is like the only time she's ever useful. Yeah, seeing them in action is cool and all. It's when they start talking and just show all that, like I said, all that arrogance and overconfidence that really irritates me. But they really think themselves something special.
I'm gonna hit you with everything I got!
I don't need 30 minutes. I only need one finger to beat you. Let's
Vegito!
And this is Vegito Blue!
Honestly, I was so glad when they made Broly the antagonist of the next movie. I was so damn glad to see Broly finally come back. And it wasn't just me, but a lot of people are like, finally, the real Super Saiyan, or the real legendary Super Saiyan is back. And I was like, yes! Fucking definitely. It's like having strong female characters who can hold their own and even keep up with a lot of other characters. It's one thing to have characters like that, and I'm fine with that. But to me, the issue is not like characters being able to do that stuff being a female. It's when it's all of these forced female feminist propaganda, or when that character's just basically a Mary Sue. That's when it becomes an issue. But Split, you have to be a Super Saiyan first. Otherwise, you just be a legendary superhuman. Hey, imagine if that was a thing. Where there's human, then superhuman, and then legendary superhuman. And it somehow turns out that Yamcha himself is the legendary superhuman.
You gonna go crying to your mama?
This could be fun.
Bring it on.
Man, I wish Android 17 had his original outfit as an alternate costume when you play as him. Seriously, that'd be cool if they added that alternate costume. Like if they added alternate costumes for characters to there.
Not bad.
Because let's see, who was I thinking of? Videl? She has her original outfit with the pigtails. She has that as an alternate costume, and yet no one else can have one. That sucks.
The battle's about to start. Good luck.
Now, to be honest, I have very little training. Well, I don't know. I've been training with Krillin and Android 18, doing some combos and other stuff with them. This is just the first time I used them in any online match that I can remember.
My very being towers above.
Are you ready? Let's go!
I am not
Yeah, that's the problem with stuff being based off of feminism nowadays. When you make it where it's just where you're trying to make it seem like somehow that character is superior to all the men just because you know, like I said, feminist propaganda. That's what makes people hate those kind of characters. Like Captain Marvel. You know what's funny? Originally, I didn't hate Captain Marvel because of the whole feminist agenda thing. Before she got her movie, like I just hated Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel in the comic books just because she became. I'll just explain after this match. Somehow, Android 18's command beat 16. I find it funny how I'm able to play the grappling role with Android 18 and with Jiren better than 16.
useless.
Like when characters who are not even actual grapplers can be a better grappler than me. Oh shit. Fuck.
I should be able to rest easy.
Not bad. Don't expect any thanks from me.
Over here. Get ready.
I'm doing pretty well with this team, despite it being my first time using it. Shit, I should not have gone for a Kamehameha right there with Krillin.
I need to finish this fast.
Well, it's about damn time. Cause like I said, that's what made a lot of characters like Rey from Star Wars so unlikable. You gotta be kidding me!
Unleash your power. Over here. Evil must perish. Come on.
Over here. Over here.
This attack.
Oh, I'm surprised that landed.
You have no hope of winning.
Over here.
Oh man, I should have went for his counter. His corpse with. That's cold.
What? You're not gonna fight me at your best? You aren't strong enough to beat me.
Let's see. Definitely characters like Rey from Star Wars. The fact that she was such a Mary Sue is what made her so unlikable. That, and I think another thing that really pissed off Star Wars fans was that they basically killed off all the characters from the original trilogy. Except for Chewbacca. For some reason, like they were willing to kill off Han Solo. I understand, I understand Leia Organa's character being killed off because because Princess Leia's character, her actor, she passed away. So I can understand that at least. My only question is, why do they only choose Chewbacca to live? Oh shit! Ah shit! I should have been more careful. Alpha Merisu. That's cold as all hell. Yeah, she definitely is.
Unthinkable. My turn. Like that.
I really hate how Krillin has such short range on his moves. Which, yeah, it makes sense because he's a short character. But man, does it make it difficult. Of course, Goku's. Like, I'm pretty sure I did Krillin's beam before that guy did Goku's. But definitely Goku's Kamehameha has much more priority. Look at the droids! Oh, hell no!
I'm not impressed.
I went for Broly, for Jiren's counter. That didn't work. I gotta use my assist more.
I haven't had a thrill like that in a long time.
Let's see. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying earlier about why I don't like Kef, Khalifa, and KO. It's like I said, they have a lot of arrogance. So did Vegeta. But Vegeta, like I said, he actually earned it. Like if he spent his time traveling from wherever he was traveling from to Namek, if he spent that time training, he definitely would have been strong enough to at least defeat Raccoon. Like sure, he lost pretty badly to Frieza. Then again, everyone was getting beaten badly by Frieza. Goku was just barely holding his own against Frieza until he went Super Saiyan. I will see with Captain Marvel. Like Captain Marvel in general, to me she was just a bad character in comic books overall. Like to me, when she was Miss Marvel, that's when Carol Danvers was cool. But it's like somehow going from Miss to Captain Marvel brought out the worst in her. Ah. Dang.
Down you go. It's over. This attack decides it. You have no hope of winning.
Try this.
It's that surprising. I don't care.
Try this. Get ready. Here comes the pain.
Unthinkable.
To them, man, imagine that. But yeah, like I said, she was just a bad character overall. And yet, it's like, she was making plenty of mistakes that was either getting characters hurt very badly or killed. Like, she was the one who instigated Civil War 2. Honestly, I think it's super Marvel to do a second Civil War in the first place. I really did not like the original Civil War. Like, I didn't like the original Civil War they did to begin with. But when they did Civil War 2, I was just like, why?
That power is
you don't need a second Civil War. Civil War 1 already did so much damage in the superhero community.
Get ready for battle.
Then you go and do Civil War 2? And it's like the fact that Captain Marvel, it was because of like some guy who was an Inhuman. And it gave him the ability to... It gave him precognitive abilities that allow him to predict the future. And yet Captain Marvel somehow thought that alone was enough a reason to use it to predict whenever someone's going to commit a crime. And then arrest them before they actually commit that crime. And Iron Man's all like, that's messed up. We should like give him the benefit of doubt because he may be able to predict the future, but that doesn't mean it's going to actually happen specifically. And Captain Marvel's like, nope, don't want to hear it. We're going to do it this way, whether you like it or not. And I remember at one point, Captain Marvel sanctioned a mission that involved a team assaulting Thanos. And Thanos actually killed the War Machine as a result of the mission. I can't remember what happened to She-Hulk. I just remember she got hurt pretty badly. But yeah, War Machine was killed because of a mission that Captain Marvel thought was a good idea to send him on. Not to mention towards the end of Civil War, when she and Iron Man were battling each other, and Iron Man ended up in a fucking coma. And yet, I remember at some point, the government decided to work with Captain Marvel, have her be the leader or headline of the superhero community. And it's like, wait a minute. So she instigates civil war, another conflict between the heroes, because she wants to basically do something that's technically illegal. She wants to have people arrested and charged for crimes they haven't even committed yet. She ends up leading a mission that gets War Machine and She-Hulk killed. Not to mention she goes a little overboard with her powers during her fight with Iron Man and puts him in a coma that no one can know for sure if he was ever going to recover or not. And yet she somehow is, instead of being punished for her mistakes, she's basically being awarded for it. Like, what the hell? And it's like, in every adaptation I've seen of the character, all they keep doing is just showing that. Where she either making mistakes of some sort and getting away with it, or just doing a whole bunch of stupid stuff and becoming a Mary Sue as time goes on. It wasn't until when the MCU, when Captain Marvel got her own movie in the MCU, that not only did it display her usual arrogance and Mary Sue qualities, but definitely the whole forced feminist propaganda bullshit came along. That just made me hate Captain Marvel even more as a character. And it's like, I say all this, but it's weird for me to say this at the same... Well, it's not weird for me to say this. Saying all this about her. But in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, it's like, she's one of the main characters, definitely. But it's like, they don't try to make it seem like she's somehow the leader of the Marvel side. And it's not like whenever she's on screen doing something, she's the only one doing anything important. Like, everyone, even those not considered the main characters or the leaders of the Marvel and Capcom Alliance, what am I trying to say? Basically, she's more humble and more like an actual leader I would follow into battle, or that I would personally follow into battle, and it isn't like this sudden Mary Sue in Marvel Infinite. Which is like, it's funny how Marvel was breathing down Capcom's neck about the game, about which Marvel characters can be included and what the story should be about. But I guess they decided to give Capcom a break regarding Captain Marvel and be like, you know what, don't make her the same way we made her. Make her more humble, more or less not the sole main character for the good guys. So yeah, so far, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is the only adaptation of Captain Marvel that I actually like. Everywhere else, from the comics to movies to cartoons, no, I could definitely do without her. And yet the fact that there's a lot of these news sources that keep saying, like a lot of these news sources that keep saying that Captain Marvel is going to be leading the Avengers in the future. And I'm like, no! Fuck that bitch! I don't want Captain Marvel as head of the Avengers in any future Avengers films. Like, if there's any characters who deserve to be leading the Avengers, it should be Hulk, Hawkeye, well, okay, I don't know about Hawkeye. I don't know if Hawkeye would want to be a leader. And I don't know about Hulk. Like, yeah, they were part of the original team, but at the same time, I don't think they were ever the type who want to be leaders. But then there is Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, they could probably be good leaders for the Avengers in the future. Definitely Falcon. They celebrate Captain Marvel, but completely ignore Black Widow, who's the actual strongest female character of Black Widows. But Captain Marvel is the strongest ever. She doesn't need a team to lead. They would only slow her down. Yeah, that is true. I'm trying to think here. You know, a lot of people, like, Marvel keeps saying how Captain Marvel is the most powerful character in the MCU right now. But at the same time, not only do they completely ignore someone like Black Widow, who is, like, out of all the female characters, I would say definitely Black Widow is the best female combatant, whether it's armed or unarmed. I feel like she's the best, hands down. And then you have Scarlet Witch, who, with her, like, Scarlet Witch may not be as good of a fighter as Black Widow, and she doesn't have, like, that sort of training in military combat like Black Widow and Captain Marvel have. But yeah, she has some training. She knows some of the basics, but she mostly uses that in conjunction with her powers, and it's her powers she mainly relies on. But Scarlet Witch with her powers alone almost killed Thanos. Like, think about that for a moment. Like, when Captain Marvel finally confronted and fought Thanos, Thanos was already pretty much winded and wounded from the previous battles he was going through. So he wasn't exactly at the top of his game, but he had no problem holding off Captain Marvel and tossing her around. But Scarlet Witch by herself almost killed Thanos. And like I said, she's not as strong physically as Captain Marvel. I don't think she's as strong physically as Black Widow either. But her powers alone allowed her to not only take on Thanos but almost kill him. The same guy who on more than one occasion nearly killed Thor. And Thor's a freaking god, but Scarlet Witch, her powers allowed her to almost kill him. And I do mean specifically in Avengers Endgame, when let's see, Thanos almost killed Thor in Avengers Infinity War, but just simply chose to spare him. And there was no sign or any proof to indicate that Thanos was using the Infinity Gauntlet. And then there's Avengers Endgame, where he fought both Thor and Captain America and Iron Man, and he almost killed Thor. Or at the very least was beating him into a pulp. And he was already like at the top of his game, but was getting closer and closer to the point where he probably couldn't take anymore. And yet he was not only holding his own, but was able to toss Captain Marvel around at least once. Sure, he had to use the Power Stone to finally knock her away, but again, it shows that she's not exactly perfect herself, because the Captain Marvel was so damn powerful and so unbeatable that she shouldn't have been knocked away like that by Thanos with the Power Stone. Like, if she was so powerful, she should have been able to just tank that and get back to fighting him no problem. Only the fastest actually think Captain Marvel is strongest. They also treated Captain Marvel like her powers were hers, and I gave it to her by announcing, like, yeah, see, that's another thing. A lot of those people who have such I don't know, a lot of those crazy people who love Captain Marvel but hate almost everyone else. Like, when people talk about Thanos, like, some people wanted to make Thanos punching Captain Marvel away with a Power Stone powered punch, wanted to make that a meme, and yet when a lot of people pointed out how Captain Marvel technically should have been able to win despite Thanos using a Power Stone, there's this one idiot who was constantly going around in that same comment section going, it's funny how Thanos needed the Power Stone to defeat Captain Marvel. Like, anytime someone talks shit about Marvel at that point, while praising Thanos for what he did, a lot of people saying that they were glad that Thanos did that. The same guy, he would show up in the comments and go, it's funny how Thanos needed the Infinity Gauntlet, well, not the Infinity Gauntlet, the Power Stone to defeat Captain Marvel. And yet, at some point, one person pointed out, yeah, well, Captain Marvel needed the Space Stone because that's where her powers came from. Which is true. Captain Marvel's powers she got her powers from the Space Stone. So that same dude keep talking about how Thanos used the Power Stone, but at the same time, so too did Captain Marvel basically use the Space Stone to win any of her battles. You know, it's not just like Captain Marvel in general, but like overall, Marvel is just giving me, not just me, but a lot of other people, just more and more reasons as time goes on to not like Marvel anymore. The way they do things in their media overall, from comics to movies to TV shows. Like, I remember when originally I thought it was bad enough, and she got them by accident, not even by. I know, right? From an accident that should have killed her, if it wasn't for the fact that she's half human, half Kree.
Hey, no, but I am neither Vegeta. I am the fusion between Vegeta and Kakarot. Vegito.
Select your fighter. Goku
For the
Black.
Zero Multi.
I am Zamasu. I am the wisdom, the law, and the power of the universe.
Goku
For
Black.
justice.
Spirit.
Before creation comes destruction.
Select stage. Planet Namek.
But what was I? But yeah, a lot of the shit that Marvel has been doing over the years. I still remember back when
Time to face your
I thought the worst thing that they kept doing was basically pushing the MCU and enforcing things from the MCU into other media. Like redesigning a lot of characters to look like their MCU counterparts, and even changing certain characters' origins or backstories to something similar to their MCU counterparts. I thought that's how bad as it was gonna get. But no, Marvel decided to be like, bruh, hold my beer. Or someone at Marvel was like, oh, this guy did all this and that irritates everyone with Marvel. Bruh, hold my beer. And then they say, oh no, I can do way worse than that guy. And then the feminist or feminazi, I should call it, the feminazi propaganda and the forced and all that racial bullshit came along. Let's see, shoehorning stuff like race, the LGBTQ and all that, and feminazis. Yeah, and it's like it's almost, I almost feel like Marvel's never gonna learn from their mistake. Like constantly killing off certain characters and replacing them with some brand new unrelated character who just happens to be some ethnicity other than Caucasian, who's either also and or gay or trans, and what else is there? Like killing off a character, replacing them with a character who's not white and or is gay or black, or not black, well, yeah, black, but trans as well, and just or happens to be a female who's somehow stronger and better than every male character around them, shit like that. And overall, the way certain writers were just taking current characters and just changing something about them that kind of either goes against how they were portrayed all these years, or is just overall bad at design.
Used. I will not hear your command. I will not hear your command. Used. It's damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Let's see. Thanos spent a lifetime gaining his knowledge powers through sweat, blood, and sacrifice. Well, they learned because Disney has learned. Change his color. Yeah, here's to hoping that change really is for the better. But I would not hold my breath about it. I keep forgetting Kefla's air medium is a double hit.
How pathetic. I will not hear your
Hope you're hungry.
How are you fucking doing?
I will not hear your confessions. You can't mock me.
For some reason, doing a double jump combo with Kefla is difficult.
How pathetic.
Might as well just stick to single jump combos outside of, or I can only do double jump combos with her when I don't use her launcher right away.
You can't mock me. Curse you. Damn it. How pathetic. Curse you.
Yeah, definitely. With Hollywood, that seems to be the case.
I will not hear you.
No more games. No more games. I'm gonna fight. All right. No more. All right. You're sorry.
I like how for her light auto combo, it ends in a drop kick. That's pretty cool. There we go. As I said earlier, Marvel constantly in basically forcing the MCU into every other media in Marvel media, from comics to TV shows. Like, that itself was bad enough. But then everything else they started forcing on comic books and just ruining shit for the readers. And basically trying to get an audience. Whereas with DC really hasn't been doing that much. Like, I guess unlike Marvel, DC knows they don't have to like keep trying to force some kind of feminist propaganda bullshit, because they already have strong independent females who people like those characters for being that. Females who can not only hold their own but aren't Mary Sue's, like Harley Quinn and Wonder Woman. because it's like if they were trying to enforce some kind of feminist bullshit, they would have made characters like Wonder Woman or Supergirl so powerful. Like they would have made them so damn powerful that not even Superman could ever hope to defeat them. But no, Superman still doesn't have like that same level of training or martial arts ability as Wonder Woman. But from experience and training that he's gained over the years, he could definitely hold his own and still beat her easily. Well, not easily, but it would be a pretty damn difficult fight for Wonder Woman. Like, there's no way she's going to be taking down Superman anytime soon. Yeah. It's like other places, like I don't know about their television shows. Well, yeah, their television shows have been doing pretty well. Like their CW series or Arrowverse. The Arrowverse is still doing pretty well. Their comic books are still doing pretty well also. And they're starting to get good with their live action films. Like Wonder Woman was the start of it. Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam. Like those are very excellent movies. It was a pretty rocky start, but they did pretty decent with Man of Steel. But then Batman v Superman is when it started fucking up and started going downhill. And definitely they fucked up real bad with Justice League. But yeah, like you said, the Snyder Cut is coming. So here's the hoping that the Snyder Cut blows the original out the water. I'm just still wondering who the hell was the idiot that thought it was a good idea to have Superman reveal his identity to the whole damn world, knowing full well that villains like Lex Luthor could very well be watching. That was just stupid. Excuse me. You know, I remember when it came to Harley Quinn. Definitely what made Harley Quinn such an endearing character for so long was that, like, her abusive relationship with the Joker easily reflected off of abusive relationships in real life, and people were for so long just hoping that Harley Quinn would learn from her mistakes and just dump Joker and go her own ways, which she has done a few times in both the animated series she debuted in and in comics when she made her debut in comics, but often ended up falling back in love with Joker, thus starting that same chain of her being abused by him again. But then, a lot of writers in comics were just like, you know what? Harley has been in enough abusive relationships for once. Let's give her a break and actually make her just dump Joker once and for all. Which is, well, I think what they did fully and completely, or officially, in the New 52. So far, the only version of Harley Quinn I really dislike is, I remember I used to talk about my dislike for Harley Quinn and Injustice. Well, not Injustice, but Injustice 2. And really, it's just her voice. I can't stand how childish and high-pitched her voice was. And this is supposed to be Harley Quinn from let's see. In Injustice 1, when the characters go to the Regime Earth, Harley Quinn, it's like, sure, she still has the name, the makeup, and all that, but she has almost something of a no-nonsense attitude. And she still cared very much about the Joker, especially long after his death. And so once she thought it was, the Joker she encountered, when she thought it was the Joker she knew, and she basically fell back into being his loyal sidekick again, only to realize no, this guy would have killed me just the same as the original Joker that I knew. And so by Injustice 2, she was finally over him. It's just that more serious attitude she had, I actually liked it. And she sort of maintained it in Injustice 2. It's just her voice in that game I don't like. So that's really all I can. That's like the only negative I have for Harley Quinn, is that in Injustice 2 her voice is just very annoying. But then, let's see, Harley Quinn's annoying voice in Injustice 2. That's the only negative thing about that version of her I don't like. And I don't know. Ever since DC Rebirth, I have basically stopped keeping up with Harley in the comics. But her live-action counterpart, played by Margot Robbie, I don't like that version at all. It's like, for one thing, I definitely don't like her design. The fact that they basically designed her to look like a fucking hooker. And then they made Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. It's like, I don't know why they bothered calling it Birds of Prey. And then they had that long ass subtitle of The Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Because basically, all that movie is just a Harley Quinn film. They might as well should have just called it Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey. Like, it should have been called that from the start. Or just call it Harley Quinn. Oh, you mean that cartoon? What was it called? Oh yeah, just call it Harley Quinn. I honestly really like that version of Harley Quinn. Her voice is not at all annoying to listen to, like her Injustice 2 version, or it's Injustice overall. Yeah, Injustice 2 is the only game in the Injustice series where Harley Quinn's voice is just annoying. But anyways, she doesn't have a high-pitched annoying voice like she did in Injustice 2. And her design isn't terrible to look at like Margot Robbie's version. I don't know, I like how one thing that's cool about Harley Quinn in that cartoon series is that yeah, there's her basic design she has in that show, but she still occasionally goes back to her classic costume. I just really like how they do that. And it really doesn't feel like no forced female propaganda bullshit going on in that show. Like Harley Quinn and her crew, it's just like, just about everyone in that show. Oh, fucking hell. My goodness. It's like, it's just a well-written show with well-written characters. Like, definitely the best version and best voice of Harley Quinn by far in so long. Outside of, it's like, the only person who I would put on equal terms with the Harley Quinn's voice actor in her own show, the only person I would put on equal footing is Harley Quinn's voice actor from the Batman animated series. Yeah, Harley Quinn's original voice actor. Oh fuck. Man, my mind was really not in that match. So, Batman the Animated Series and Harley Quinn those are her best voices. See ya, Flip. Albert132. Hello.
Are you ready?
Okay, let me concentrate. Oh, that was smart.
I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy pathetic weapon. Come on! Pathetic weapon. Bastard!
Okay, so he's gonna backdash every time I block that. I get it.
That all you got?
Oh! He's gonna go for a snapback, isn't he? I knew it! You know, maybe what I should have done was go for a super and then bring down Angelo 16.
Predictable. Assisting. Predictable. I'm waiting. Over here.
I did not know that actually worked on counters, assist as well.
It's over.
Don't toy with me! It's over! My turn, huh? I'm not
One of his level ones makes a good reversals apparently.
I'm not impressed. No escape.
Impossible. I figured he was gonna go for like some kind of counter or punish, so I tried to bring him in 16 to go for a follow-up.
Too slow. Take that. Down you go.
Don't toy with me! Take this! Damn you! This is it!
No escape.
Don't toy with me!
Let's go.
I'll show you my full
Oh, that's unfair. That's not fair.
No problem.
What the fuck was that?
Take this!
Oh, fuck this. Well, at least I got one of his characters. Yeah, I tried to go for a super dash.
Sorry, but you were wide open.
Oh, shut up. Nah. Even though Flip's gone, I will finish with this. As far as with Harley, so far the only issues I've had with DC so far is that one issue they did of Superman, where Superman, for some reason like an idiot, decides to reveal his secret identity to the whole world. Obviously forgetting whatever dangers that's gonna bring to him and his family. And then, what else is there? Oh yeah, the way they've been treating Harley Quinn, you know, it's mostly just her DC Extended Universe, her DC EU version. That version of Harley Quinn I don't like. Because like with each new movie she appears in, they keep giving her new outfits that look absolutely nothing like what she originally wore in comics. And there I remember how at one point I saw her design, how in DC Rebirth they gave her a redesign to make her look like her live action counterpart, which I thought was a terrible idea. And then, yeah, DC has not really made the best of live action films. And you know what? It's not even as a result of DC trying to cater to any particular groups or communities. It's just bad writing, that's all it is. Just an example of just bad writing of either too many writers in one room trying to accomplish something, or in the case of like with Zack Snyder, where he was gonna make Justice League, but unfortunately he had a family tragedy that he had to leave for, and instead of putting Justice League on hold, DC decided, no, we gotta finish that movie and get it out in time. They got Joss Whedon And Joss Whedon did not do a good job with the reshoots. Definitely did not. So I would say out of all of them, hey, another match. So Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, and Justice League. It's definitely those movies that made
Here comes a mighty warrior.
that made DC's live action films so hated. But then they went and made Wonder Woman, which is an awesome film, and I'm really looking forward to when Wonder Woman 84 finally comes out, seeing her battle against Cheetah. Although I don't expect Cheetah to look any. Well, we've seen what Cheetah looks like as far as her human form as Barbara Minerva, but what she looks like when she finally transformed, or hell, the transformation itself, I don't expect it anything to be anything special.
It's all or nothing.
Oh shit! And already this is doing bad. Ah.
The one to kill you. You really make a mess of things, huh?
What was that?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Like Broderick hit me with his assist, and then I was just floating there.
Too slow. I didn't feel that. Too slow.
Oh.
I didn't feel that it was.
Jeez, how long is he able to continue these combos?
You won't get away. No escape.
Let's go for a level 3 and get some damage. I was honestly not expecting a wake up level 1. Even though that's what a lot of product players actually do.
Stay out of my way.
Oh, I should have went for a counter. Wait, can Broly's counter work against? And can Jared's counter work against Broly's quarter circle forward? Medium? Heavy even? I gotta test that out at some point. Find out if quarter circle forward, if Broly's layered express, especially the medium and the hard version, can be countered by Jared.
Power of a god? I don't care. You're still Kakarot, and there's no way in hell you're going to fight alongside me.
Even though that's exactly what you just did.
I'll end it. That all you got?
Whoa.
One more time. I am not impressed.
Oh, shit. Man, he just sat there. Like, didn't even try to hit me once. Here comes the particular Sparta combo.
Is that all you got? I'm going to.
What the hell? I tried to use Broly's super as a reversal. It wouldn't let me.
End this farce. Nice try. Too slow. Why you?
Okay, that was awesome. That was very fucking awesome. No, what amazes me is how, like, a lot of guys often say to use down heavy kind of super dashes, but it amazes me the number of super dashes I've been able to counter with characters standing lights alone. Oh, fuck. Oh! I don't care if I lose anymore. I'm just glad to have landed that. The fact that I landed that is all that matters.
Wait a second. My son obtained the power of a god? Guess that means I'm helping you and not the other way around.
I should have blocked.
I'll end your misery. Is that all? All right. Do it. One your turn.
I know Android 16 quarter circle forward and quarter circle back as are both safe on block. But I don't know, does that only count if used regularly? And like what if Android 16's quarter circle, it's a quarter circle forward edge that's used as an assist, and if the assist version hits, then is it still safe on block? The heck? I thought standing block. I fell for it again. Man, the amount of combos Bardock can do or get extended just because of the fact that his light auto combo brings the opponent to the ground.
I didn't feel that. Let's get it slow. I'll tear you! Have it your Too slow. Out of my way.
Oh no, you don't.
That kills. Too slow.
This is the second time I got him with a command grab, and he's just standing there for the most part. As a Broly main myself, I can definitely say Broly as a oh shit. Oh shit! I should have hit him more time. But yeah, Broly as an anchor is nothing to laugh at. Ah! Every time when I do one thing, I immediately fall for it, and I think, oh, I should have done this instead.
I'll put you out of your misery. Where do you think you're going?
Shit! Man, it's like I get close, but I just can't quite get him. But man, when Bardock was getting Android 16 with those open heads, I thought I was stand guarding.
Power of a god? I don't care. You're still Kakarot, and there's no way in hell you're going to fight alongside.
Wait, I forget, is this casual match?
I'm the one to kill you! What the hell is that?
Get in that corner.
Over here! Over here! Exterminating! Hell. Over here! 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 Over here!
Yeah, one let me bring insurance.
Trust me.
Is that all you got? I'll end your misery. I'll bury you!
This is gonna lead into a snapback, isn't it? Oh no! I have to go for damage.
That's impossible. I will destroy you. Where do you think you're going? It's over! I'll end your misery.
Your turn.
What?
Now this.
What the hell?
Over here.
Yeah.
You'll pay for that.
Let's go. Down you go. I'll bury you.
Nice try.
Why do fighting game developers have to make grapplers struggle so much?
Wait a second. My son obtained the power of a god?
Alright, one more.
Guess that means I'm helping you and not the other way around.
It's all or nothing. Let's go.
One more time.
Ready for
Trust me.
Get back over there.
I'll bury you.
Ah, shit. Down heavy for the win. Sonic's just one of those kind of characters where it's like, you don't want to be defending against him, nor do you want to get hit by him. Like, you just want to stay away from him at all times. Case in point.
Unleash your power. Over here.
Is that all you got?
I'm not impressed.
Too slow.
This is the end. Get away. I'll put you out of your misery.
Should have let more hits land here.
My turn. Over here. Over here. Over here.
I didn't feel that. Come here.
See, that's what makes Goku Blue so scary. He can easily switch sides, either with his heavy elbow charge, or his vertical forward F.
I just want to get stronger, don't you? One more time. Now this.
Yeah, I figured I was gonna kill.
The power of a god? I don't.
You know, I feel like this is one of those rare instances where I keep losing, but I'm still having so much fun. Probably because I know it's ranked. I mean, it's only casual match, so I'm not gonna lose.
I'll be the one to kill you.
Over here. You really gonna mess with things, huh?
Okay, so whenever he gets like the heavy knockdown, does a lot of my characters just instinctively crouch guard. Because I'm trying to guard stand, not.
I'm not impressed. This is point. You really made a mess of this time.
I'm trying not to. Man.
You really made a mess of things.
Predictable. That's impossible.
Ah, this guy's too good.
I'll be the one to kill you. What?
All right.
It's like his team just has much better synergy than mine. Not to mention those left-right mix-ups are really messing me up. As good as I may be at this game, I still have so much learning to do. Well, the same can be said about literally every other game I play.
Hey, Broly, why are you fighting on my side? Oh, I got it. Maybe you don't recognize me with my blue hair.
Hey, good game to that person. I gotta say, I needed... I don't know, I was trying to read and predict my opponent, but it just wasn't working out. But it was still fun, at least. At least it wasn't like using emotes to talk shit and brag or nothing. But yeah, playing grapplers and Dragon Ball Fighters, well, fighting games in general, it's never easy. But what I don't like about Dragon Ball Fighters is that literally every single command grab, there's not a single one that's 0 frame. Hell, even... Who was I thinking of? So I'll keep Jiren. We'll replace Krillin with... Who do I want to play? Cool. I don't think I played Cooler enough times in online. Majin Buu. Majin Buu is hilarious in the story mode for this game. It's like somehow whenever Majin Buu, like seeing how he always has his eyes closed, whenever he does actually open his eyes, that's definitely, you know, very likely he's very pissed off. But what I don't like about command grabs, any of the command grabs in this game, is like I said, none of them are 0 frame. They can all either be easily hit your opponent out of them, or they could be jumped out of. So it's like they either have invincibility, but they can be jumped out of, or they have so much startup time that, in addition to be able to hit them out of it, let's see. I'm trying to think what other issues are there. So Android 16's level 3s are both grabs, but they have so much startup that you can easily jump out of them. And I don't think his level 3 is his regular level 3 command grab. The full power Hell Splash, that one does not have. I don't think it has any invincibility against projectiles. I think it has like invincibility on startup to strikes and certain level. I think maybe certain level 1s. But against other level 3s, and even if your opponent's just standing, they can easily jump out of it. So that sucks. And his regular command grabs, even his quarter cycle forward light, that can easily just be not only jumped out of, but can be countered. And it doesn't even work on block stun, because if you cancel into it, he won't grab through the opponent while they're blocking. But only his quarter cycle forward medium can do that, and that has so much startup. You can easily hit him out of it. You can see that coming a mile away. Whereas the same thing with every other command grab. there's just so much startup that it's almost hard to use them raw. The only exception I can think of is just Z Broly. He's like the only one who's like, could be used like a pure grappler. His quarter circle back light, I think it's actually slightly faster than Android 16's quarter circle forward light. And his quarter circle back medium is good for block stun, and it has armor. Hell, that's mainly what it is. Even if it's just one hit, that armor Broly has is what really makes a difference for his grabs, air or ground. So I think if Android 16 and S Broly, if they had armor on their command grabs, at least on their light command grabs, then I think they would be much better grapplers. Like at the very least, make quarter circle forward, light and medium. Let those moves have one hit armor for Android 16. Even if it's just the grounded ones, just to make it much easier for him to land his grabs on the ground. And for S Broly, I would make his quarter circle back light. I can't remember the name of that move, but I would make that one. Yeah, probably medium as well, but I don't know. Medium does actually a pretty good job as working as anti-air. That because it starts up faster, so it grabs the opponent before they can really do much. But his light, his quarter circle back light, give that one hit of armor. It would be a much more effective command grab. Same thing with other characters like Android 18. Her quarter circle back medium, that version of her grab, it can. Actually, I don't know about the medium version. I know the heavy version can be used as a way to start combos. Whereas quarter circle back light, I'd say give that one armor. Like give her quarter circle back startup. Like Android 18 may not be like a grappler like 16 or Broly or both Brolys, but don't give her a command grab. It's going to be useless in the end. Same thing with Jiren. The fact that instead of a standard standing heavy, instead his standing heavy is a command grab and not an actual hit. It's like I don't know really what else to say about it other than it should have been more like a back or forward heavy. Yeah, that's what I would have done. Like Jiren's shoulder charge or quarter circle forward S. I said this in many streams before. I would take his quarter circle forward S, make that his standing heavy, and make his command grab be quarter circle forward S instead. So basically, take his shoulder charge and his standing heavy, his command grab, and just switch those around. And either give him a hit of armor on his quarter circle, give him a hit of armor on his command grab, or just make it have less startup on it. Because Jiren in Dragon Ball Super, he was shown to be basically a tank, just like how both versions of Broly have been. So I don't see why Jiren himself couldn't have any armor on any of his moves, especially his grab, considering he was just tanking literally every single thing everyone was throwing at him until Goku went Ultra Instinct. You know, maybe they could do that, like add Jiren at his powered up version, because it's like if they can add in Goku when he goes Ultra Instinct, they can definitely add Jiren when they add his Limit Breaker form, and make that like a little tank or something of a Juggernaut style character. Excuse me. Let's see, who else has a command grab that I think has too much startup? But there's really not much else I can say for as far as character special moves. But another thing I would like to see them add is alternate costumes for characters. Alternate costumes and alternate skins that aren't just like that aren't like just alternate versions of a character you can play. And by that I mean, like for any version of Goku where he has his Gi intact from Super Saiyan 1 or Super Saiyan Blue and base form Goku, like give him an alternate costume for each of those versions of him, but without his Gi top, and he just has his blue undershirt on. Because honestly, I feel like it's a very cool look for Goku, where he loses his Gi top but still has his blue undershirt on. And then what is there? What else is there? Oh yeah, for Piccolo, that turban and the cape he wears, you can have that as an alternate costume. Or even Nappa when he loses his armor. That could be his alternate costume. Who else could have a cool alternate costume? I don't know if this would be a good idea, but maybe for like Z Broly, have his appearance in Bio Broly, like let that be an alternate costume. Yeah, like they make that an alternate costume, and when he talks, all it is just him growling and roaring like he does in Bio Broly. Kind of like how S Broly just roars a lot. And I'm trying to think who else could have a cool alternate costume. I think for like Vegeta, I can't think of what alternate costumes Vegeta would have. Or maybe one where he's fighting without his Saiyan armor, where it's basically like how he was during the, what was it, the Majin Buu saga, where it was just the same outfit he usually wears, just without his Saiyan armor. And then yeah, for Android 17, where instead of that outfit he wears, since I know he wears that because it's part of his job protecting a nature reserve, but give him his alternate costume, or give him his original outfit from when he first appeared in the Android saga. Make that his alternate costume. And Android 18, her alternate costume could be the clothes she wore during the later half of the Android saga, the second outfit she started wearing, like by the time Cell arrived. I remember I think it was a white shirt with a black vest. Yeah, she could wear that, or even have her, and like not just that one, but also the clothes she wore in the Dragon Ball Super series. Aside from that, I can't think of any other alternate costumes for characters. Oh, Krillin's uniform. And for Gohan, have him wear his Saiyaman outfit as an alternate costume for adult Gohan. And as for Teen Gohan, have him wear his I remember Piccolo gave Gohan not a turban, but a cape just like his to wear. So that could be his alternate costume, just that cape that Piccolo gave him. Like, that's something they can do in another update for the game. Give everyone an alternate costume, because I think it's very unfair that Videl gets an alternate costume, but no one else does. Like, it makes no sense to me. But you know what? I think I'm pretty much done here. I have been locked up in my room and just basically walking around the campus not doing much. So I'm gonna go off center and go for a walk, get some exercise, and then come back later. And if I feel like it, probably do another live stream. It's just very unfortunate how, for some reason, I can't stream at. I remember when I was living at my grandma's house, I can do streams at 720 with 60 frames per second, or at least 720 HD. I could do that. But it's like now, because I moved and I'm using this little Wi-Fi adapter, which really doesn't it doesn't have the same wavelength or Wi-Fi power. It's not as good as the Wi-Fi my family was using back home. So that's like the only reason I can think of why I can't stream at a higher quality than 360, which really sucks. But you know, hopefully when I move out of the seas, when I get my own place, I can find some way to fix that problem. But enough rambling. I need to get me some exercise. So thanks to everyone who tuned in. I'll see you all later.